everyone. Today's the 25th of May, 2025. Last time we were going to go off to Polo, and unfortunately the weather didn't cooperate.
No, we weren't going to go to Polo. We were going to go to the place that does the Polo.
Ah, that's right.
Which is King Family Vineyards, that hosts the Polo / Roseland Polo Club is there, stabled there. But we were going to go there to do a dummy run, but we had dreadful, almost like monsoon weather.
Yes.
So we said no.
But today the weather is absolutely glorious. It's about 70 degrees, sunshine. It's just beautiful.
And today is actually the beginning of the season for Polo.
So we will see.
We haven't been to Polo since 2017. So it's nice and cool right now, actually a little too cool, but it might warm up. Outfit of the day. Okay, so dresses by French Connection.
Looks very nice.
Shoes are by a company called Mushu, and they are very, very comfortable.
Which
Thank you
is
very much, sir.
Which is very important when you have a lot of walking to do.
Yep, or doing the divots, because you do not want to wear heels.
And definitely look out for the steaming divot.
Well, you wear flats or you wear wedges.
Yes, but you know what a steaming divot is.
Yes, we know. I've been around enough horses. We know. So, watches by good old Fossil watches. Pendant is through a company called Star, S-T-A-U-E-R.
Yep.
Got a handbag in there that's rattan that I got from Amazon. I don't know who made it, to be honest with you. The big thing, which I've not put on, is le chapeau.
Yes, we will do the coronation ceremony later.
It's not big, it's massive. So, yeah, it's a bit difficult getting through doors wearing that hat. I don't think we will be going into the tasting room. I think that hat is more designed for maybe Trump Winery with the double doors.
Yes.
So anyways, that's it.
And off we go.
We'll get going.
Okay, well here we are at King's Family Vineyards for the polo match. It is a capacity crowd today. I mean, we were able to get like a second row. We couldn't get up on the boards. But it is just packed today.
But it's Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend. It's absolutely beautiful weather. So, what else you got to add to that?
Well, this is the
La Chapeau.
This is the massive chapeau here.
We're gonna have to cut holes in the front of that so you can see where you're going.
I can see through my left eye, but I can't see anything that way. So I don't know. I'm going to be pushing this up if I want to watch anything, which I'm doing right now.
So.
But yeah, it was everything that they advertised.
Yes, massive, lots of wing area.
And it's by San Diego Hat Company.
You're gonna go flying away if there's any breeze.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do Melania Trump.
Yeah. All right.
You gotta go find some wine now.
Yep. Just a little bit of panorama of the polo field here in the gorgeous background. You can see how crowded it is here today. Capacity crowd. Should be a really good polo match.
That's what they would do. Bucket.
I see. Well, he's gonna go over. If she doesn't start running, she's not gonna get one. She just needs to push the small children out. Yeah, no, but she's actually gonna do that. No, I was just gonna run out there and grab her one. Because she didn't start running.
Okay, so we're at the intermission, and it's time to get a operational test and evaluation comment from the Annie Pans here about her new hat. What do you think?
It's a lovely hat, but it's a bit difficult to, well, A, see where you're going and see anything, and B, try and eat anything. Because you got to keep pushing the brim up.
Uh-huh.
And then we did have a bit of wind. And
Yes, you almost took off and did a Mary
Poppins.
Poppins on us.
So, yeah, it's... we'll see what next week's going to be like. Won't be wearing this one next week. I'll be wearing the Dior, I think.
All right.
But that's big as well. But not as big as this.
You can get your pilot's license wearing one of those
Yeah,
hats.
I know. I was thinking about that. Because actually, I remember David King. He also used to like flying his helicopter.
Ah,
So there was a helo pad somewhere over that way for his helicopter.
well,
Yeah.
good to be rich.
Yeah, well, he's no longer around, sadly. So that is, that's the assessment of the hat. It's a lovely hat, but it's
Can't see anything.
can't see anything. It's terrible. Keep lifting it up. I need like a pencil or something, some long stick to keep.
I think we need to cut vision slits in it.
I know. So, but anyway, everybody's now. Oh, look at that standard poodle there. Oh, wow, that's big. Everybody's doing the divots, and the kids are just letting off steam now. We've had 2 chukkers, so it's half time, and then I guess they'll be back to do another 2. I'm not sure how many chukkers they're going to do.
I thought it was 6, but maybe it's only
Well,
going to be 4 today.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how many games they're going to play. I've got no idea. So we'll see, but we'll probably leave around in an hour's time
Okay.
because it's going to be hell getting out of here.
It's going to be gridlock,
It's
that's
going
for
to be
sure.
gridlock. So, yeah. And I'm just admiring another golden retriever again. That's it. Well, I thought I would do a debrief of today's polo match. And I'm having
Very cold.
very cold, nice glass of wine. I knew that it might be busy because it's Memorial Day weekend, which is in England, it's Springbank holiday weekend. I didn't know it would be so heavily busy. There were a lot of out of towners.
Bloody foreigners.
Well, actually, really not out of towners. They were out of staters. There were lots of people that come in from Maryland, Massachusetts,
Jersey.
Jersey, New Jersey, South Carolina. So there were a lot of out of staters, probably visiting family or friends, because this is a 3-day weekend. But it was packed. We got there an hour after the gates opened, but already when we got there,
It was filled.
it was filled. And to cut a long story short, sorry if you hear that beepy. No, it's all right. We can keep going.
Hang on just a moment. We will resume. Sorry about that, folks. The refrigerator was complaining that the door was open.
Sings to you when you do that. Anyway, we knew that we were in trouble. The fact that literally all the spaces around the boards were filled, and then we were signaled into a parking lot ways away, really, from the polo field, and it was a case of there's only 2 of us, and we've got 2 chairs, we've got a tent, we've got a table, we've got the picnic basket, we've got the cooler, because we did get a sandwich on the way down. Also a tablecloth, and I said, well, look, I've got the big hat, which you might see on the video. Great hat. I had thought about getting one in white. I don't think I will be now. It's beautiful. If your face melts with heat, you know, with your makeup and everything, or you don't want anybody to look at you or get near you, it's a fantastic hat. But that's the good points. The bad points is if you can't see where the hell you're going, and it's very difficult to eat because it's not a large brim, wide brim. It's massive.
You needed a C&I husband to get you there.
Yeah, or put holes in the brim.
Vision slits or something.
Something so you could see where the hell you were going. So anyway, but we did manage to trek backwards and forwards, get the tent up. But we were number 2 tier behind people in front of the boards. And to be frank with you, we couldn't hear anything over the tannoy. It was so packed. Couldn't really see anything, could we?
It wasn't that bad looking at the action on the field.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'm hoping that we can get there next Sunday. It'll be a bit quieter.
It won't be a holiday weekend.
Yeah, well, it won't be a holiday weekend. So it was interesting, trying to dress up nicely. Hang on, I'm going to take a sip because I need it. Trying to infuse a little bit of, you know, British gaudery, Polo there. And there were some people that they had some lovely hats and dresses on. Some.
Well, there were quite a few young ladies there that made the effort.
Yeah.
To dress up nicely.
There were a few.
Yes.
There's a lot of people, Don, who look like buggers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, we're talking
Your
jeans.
husband was not one of them.
No, you weren't one. But a lot of people in like jean shorts and t-shirts and
flip-flops and
flip-flops. Sorry, they really did look like buggers.
They had what we called a high RBF. That stands for rat bag factor.
So it took for ages for the what you call them to come around.
Oh, at this event they have employees on essentially like golf carts, and in the back of the golf cart they have all the coolers filled with wine, water, some of them filled with, like, you know, snacks and food and whatnot.
No, they don't have food.
One of them did.
Did it?
Yeah, it did, but by the time they got to where we were,
we'd already sat there for an hour.
Yeah, I had to go hike off to find one of these carts and get a nice bottle of Chardonnay for us.
And not cheap.
It wasn't cheap. No, it was not. But we were expecting that. But, you know, I went off, got one, and I would say it was about, what, half hour, 45 minutes, that same cart managed to get up to where we were sitting.
Yes. So we got there about 11 o'clock. Maybe we set up by 11:10, something like that. 11:15.
We actually got there about 10:50. We got there before 11 a.m.
Something like that. There were such bad drivers on the motorway.
It was zombie apocalypse on wheels.
It was a really bad morning. We had planned to stay a bit longer, but with the plethora of people that were attending and looking around, see all the people, see all the cars, we thought, I think we might leave a bit earlier than even what we had planned, because it's going to be horrible getting out of there. So I'm kind of glad that we did, and a lot of other people I think were thinking the same thing. And it was interesting that when we left what, 1:30? We were going to leave at 2.
Yeah, but as soon as we left, there was another group of people that immediately came over, saw us breaking down the tent. Are you guys leaving? Well, yes, we are. Can we have this spot?
Absolutely.
If I had been thinking quickly, I should have said something like, "Oh, sure, $100." I don't think that would have gone down too well.
No, and some of the people that were taking that space were from
South Carolina.
South Kakalaki. So we started talking South Carolina, South Kakalaki accent because we lived in Charleston, South Carolina for a while. So it was very good, but I actually am looking forward to maybe next weekend when it's a bit quieter.
Not quite as packed.
And I will also, before I finish this off, again, I think I put it in one of my other vlogs, watching Pippa Funnel on talk calls, right?
Yes.
And if nobody knows who Pippa Funnel is, she's an incredible 3-day eventer, I don't know if she's gold, but Olympic medalist, and she's got the MBE, and she's just amazing. But she said she didn't know much about polo, and I don't either. So I think I need to get a book to explain a little bit more about handicaps and chukkers and learn a bit more, because I'm pretty clueless. I could be like a Dorian Williams when it comes to cross country, dressage, horse racing, show jumping, but polo, I am pretty thick on the whole thing. But there were some very, very fine horses.
What I call a lot of good-looking cavalry.
There were. And it's a lot of horse shit there.
Yes, that aroma did waft through the space that we were at.
Yeah.
Kind of made you feel at home, didn't it?
It did, and there were a couple of really nice looking golden retrievers again.
Yep.
Woohoo! So that is my debriefing
Yep.
for this video.
And for the uninitiated, they say stay 10 yards, 30 feet back from the boards. And boy, did I see one reason, because there was a wild shot on one of those. I don't know what they call the ball in the thing.
They're interesting balls because they're almost like a baseball.
Yeah. Well, this
And
thing.
they're not 100% spheric.
They're rough. They're not
They're
super
rough.
round. But this thing, I don't know what the deal was, but boy, did it do a perfect cannonball shot right into the crowd. So, yeah.
Well, there's that, and there has been occasions, not there, but there has been occasions on polo that sometimes the horses have actually jumped the boards.
Yep. And also I saw there was a group of children they're about 3 or 4 years old, running riot as children are wont to do, and
Well, apparently
the riders had to admonish people, get off the field, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, all in all, I would say it was worth all the effort.
Yes, we were up very, very early this morning.
Yes, both dogs looked at us like, uh-oh, we're not going to the vets, are we?
Yeah.
But I would say, yeah, it was crowded. It was a little not what we had expected, but for the most part,
It's Memorial Day weekend.
that is true.
The weather was glorious. It wasn't hot.
It was like 70 degrees
It
Fahrenheit
wasn't
out.
sweaty and humid. It was really good weather.
And it was almost cloudless, and it was a light breeze coming through.
Could you imagine living there though? Oh, I would just love the dog walks in the morning.
Yeah.
God, I'd be so happy.
But anyways, that's the report.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, and until another one. Bye.
Okay, bye.